So get your pen, get your journal, and get ready because we're about to dig for some gold. My name's David A. Stone. I'm an authorpreneur, a gold mining expert, urban farmer, and now I'm a #1 best-selling author of Your Gold Mined Brain Digging Gold Guide. This is such an exciting accomplishment for me, but I gotta say, I couldn't have done it without all of you supporting me. So thank you for helping me make this book, Your Gold Mined Brain Digging Gold Guide, a #1 bestseller. I have literally been dragged through the mud. I've been kicked. I've been punched in the face. A lot of different crazy things in my life have happened. And some things, absolutely my fault. Some things were done to me. But I'm the only common denominator in all of my experiences. And so here's the reframing I want you to start understanding. The reframing that I had to do about my pain and about my challenges and my crappy circumstances. The change is a mental one. It's moving from a poverty mindset, a scarcity mindset, to an abundance mindset, or a gratefulness mindset, or a gratitude mindset, or a giving mindset, or a servant mindset. I honor your pain, your challenges, your dark places that you're walking through, because I've been there too. Maybe not the exact same experience that you're having right now, but dark places, yeah, I've been there, where I felt like my light had been stamped out. The good news is, if you're watching this right now, you still have a light. And all I gotta do is stoke that light. I wanna get you stoked on achieving your goals. Stoke that flame. I want to stoke your flame. I want you to light your fire and shine it bright so the whole world can experience your light, because the people that need your light, they need your light. So you got to let it shine. You got to let it shine. So if you want to climb out of the darkness, I needed a helping hand when I was there. I want to be your helping hand. Take my hand and let me help guide you on how to climb out. Because you know what? If I just give you my hand and pull you up, you're not going to learn how to do it yourself. So I want to offer you my hand, but my hand is a hand of guidance to teach you the ways that will save you quite a few years on your journey. The ways that are going to save you time, energy, and allow you to achieve any goal you ever set. And I know that this episode is going to change your life if you let it. But remember, you only get out of this what you put into this. So grab your pen, grab your journal, and let's get ready to dig. Okay, so here's the concept I want to talk about today. This is about finding your gold and how to develop your treasure map and why you need a treasure map. Because a lot of times when we're looking for our gold, we look for what's on the surface. So we might find some gold on the surface if we're ready to share some gold, right? But there's only 2 reasons that gold can be found on the surface of your land, because for the most part, any gold that is going to be of value, you're going to have to dig out of the mountain of your mind. You're going to have to dig it out. And the key with digging gold out of your mind is, well, digging. So there are only 2 reasons you can find gold on the surface of your land. Reason number 1 is that you dug it up years ago. For the last 10, 25, 30, 12 years, however long it's been, you've been digging for gold. You've had those moments where you dug for months and months and maybe even years, and you found so much gold and you started organizing it, but when you realized the process and the length of time it was going to take to train you to become the person that was going to need to become in order to refine that gold properly and share it with the world, you realize it was too many steps. And you're like, look, that's going to take years and years. That's going to take years and years. Well, if you stop thinking about it like, oh man, that's going to take years and years, to, well, that's only going to take a few years. That's a different way to look at it. You got to look long-term, short-term, but long-term is not even years. When you turn closer to 40, you realize that long-term is not years. Long-term is decades. Most people overestimate what they can do in 1 year. but they underestimate what they can do in a decade, or 2 decades, or 3 decades. I mean, think about it. If we set that ultimate goal, we can start taking baby steps for 2 decades. You imagine how far you would be on your goal if you spent 2 decades taking baby steps towards your goals? Yeah, it's gonna blow your mind when you start this process because you're gonna feel better. Even through the chaos, you're gonna be able to go back home, recenter, get back in that morning routine, find your hour per day, your sacred space, and if you can make it 2 hours, give yourself 2 hours a day. And there's a free time generator I keep talking about. I haven't mentioned it yet, really. I've mentioned it, but I haven't really taught on it yet. It's not even in the book. This is a new bonus process called the free time generator. And that is gonna really up your game. But right now, we're not gonna be talking about that. We're talking about the 2 reasons that you find gold on the surface of your land. The first reason is you dug it up in the past and you didn't spend the time to fully refine it. Reason number 2 is someone else is salting your mine. Okay, do you know what salting the mine means? If you don't know what salting the mine means, give it a Google. Salting the mine. So if someone's salting your mine, that means that they are putting flakes of gold on top of your dirt, making you think that there's gold there, making you think that your gold is there and that you need to dig right there. There was a story, and they made it into a movie actually, but basically there was this big diamond mine. I forget what it was. I think it was probably in Africa. And there was this investment banker that was putting together this huge investment portfolio for this diamond mine. Well, he went out there, he took a sample of this dirt that had no diamonds in it. And then he put diamonds in the sample of dirt, shook it up, and then shipped it off to the lab. And they found all these diamonds in this sample. And they're like, oh my gosh, that is tons. There's so many diamonds in that mountain. I want to buy that mountain. So then he started getting all this investment to build all this stuff, to buy all these rigs to dig in that mountain. But it was a big scam because he was salting the mine. He was adding diamonds to the sample so it looked like that mountain was full of gold, but it wasn't. So everybody was digging in the wrong spot and they weren't finding anything. So there's only 2 reasons you're going to find gold on the surface of your land if you didn't dig to put it there. Well, the first reason is that you did dig to put it there. You dug years ago, and it's just sitting on your hard drive right now waiting for you to fully refine it and share it with people. I have about 40 of those stories and scripts on my hard drive right now, waiting for me to share them with people. So I have a lot of gold lying on the surface of my land that I dug up years ago. But right now it's about the new gold, the new vein of gold. I'm not going back to my old veins of gold right now. It's all about the future, moving forward, because now I have a dedicated purpose. All those goals were made without a GLP in mind. Every goal I'm making now, every decision I'm making now is focused directly on my GLP, my golden legacy purpose, how I will affect the world and how I will still be making a difference 20 years after I'm gone.